Alright, hey, music off.
No.
Lustrous versus Joyce Rogers.
Okay. They just changed that recently, so I didn't know I was casting it.
Yeah. I know, and you had a cast before that, so it didn't really matter all that much.
Hey,
Okay.
now, that was kind of rude.
It's not my fault. I got reassigned while I wasn't paying attention.
It's just that all the sequential games went long, so now we're like super out of schedule.
It's okay, I had plenty of wait music. I'm using Mirror B's theme as wait music.
Okay, cool. So I'm currently looking at the Pokemon, and we see Scolby Zangoose. We talked about that before. We haven't really seen that Glisord do much. Starmie is, of course, a great spinner, which you need when you have any kind of Pokemon that you expect rocks to hurt.
And not a shabby special attack either.
Yeah,
you can really put a dent in your team if you're not careful.
We see Latias, and there's a lot of Lati X's in this game.
So we've got Gliscor versus the Scolpede. Both teams have a Scolpede this time around. This is going to be interesting.
Both teams do, so there's going to be a lot of baton passing. Oh, he's going for the straight baton pass. Sword Dance into the speed boost.
Stealth Rocks goes down, Toxic Orb activates. We're looking at Toxic Heal Gliscor then.
Poison Heal.
Poison Heal. Now, from previous matches I've seen...
now, or does he go to full belly drum mode?
He's going to go at least one more time because he's got the Focus Sash, so I'm going to assume he's going to take advantage of that to continue to buff up.
And who do you think he'll pass to? Perhaps Pinsir? That would be pretty scary.
I don't think he's going to want to pass towards Pinsir because Stealth Rocks will absolutely destroy it.
Mega Pinsir, though.
I think he's going to favor...
And
he does favor Pinsir.
Why does he
Earthquake.
not baton pass?
Oh, he didn't baton pass. He had this problem before. He missed the baton pass.
That seems critical. I'm not sure.
That's kind of a wasted move. There's no reason to not baton pass.
Not only was that a wasted move, that was like a perfectly set up sweep that was ready to roll, right? And there was a variety.
I don't know that it necessarily would have swept, but it was definitely something he would have liked to have.
Ready to mess some people up. I mean, a Machamp is not usually like the greatest Pokemon in the game, but with
anything with speed boost and bonus on attack is a threat.
Yeah, exactly. And Mega Pinsir, as previously mentioned, with Aerolite.
Pinsir could have really used it.
But then he predicts that it's a Mega, and he goes Rocks, because there's no reason to expect that anything isn't a Mega Pinsir.
So, interestingly enough, Joyce Rogers ran into this issue before. He failed the baton pass from Scolpede previously.
That's pretty rough when it seems pretty central.
Unfortunately, switching back into Scolpede is going to break its sash.
And Gliscor is no shabby threat on its own. It could stab Earthquake, and it can do a lot of terrible things to this guy.
Earthquake could definitely deal some damage. We might see Protect come out. Oh, going straight for the Sword's Ends. Rock Tomb misses. This is exactly the break Joyce needs to get back into the game.
So who do you think his prime target is? If he passes to, say, Dragonite, Dragonite is quite powerful, especially if it's going for a coverage package rather than a Dragon Dance package. And so is Machamp, but Machamp's
likely running No Guard Dynamic Punch, which is a brutal thing to get hit by, but...
Oh, yeah.
not necessarily that effective here. It could have an Ice Punch for coverage, though.
Hopefully it does, because if it doesn't, then Latias
Heck, he could even switch into Dragonite.
Yeah, but he needs to baton pass.
He needs a baton pass.
Needs to get past. Like, it can't just lay there on the ground. Someone needs to pick it up and then pass it.
I'm curious what Scolpede's...
other moves are?
His fourth move slot.
Thank God, the actual pass goes off. And now
we see baton pass, yes. Lustrous is no stranger to baton passes.
Oh, Nicolas Cage, here we go. Rock Tomb not doing anything because of the fighting.
Does drop speed, though. That is pretty important.
Not crucial, but pretty relevant still, because Machamp is not super fast.
Gliscor is an interesting set. I don't think I've ever seen Rock Tomb on Gliscor, but I haven't seen many Gliscors.
Usually you'd go for something like Stone Edge just for the higher damage, right?
Yeah.
Then again, they're both pretty inaccurate. Anyway, this Machamp... This Machamp with an Ice Punch would be, like, literally the best thing, because it would hit many, many things for a ton of damage, and only not really be relevant against the Starmie.
Yep, Starmie would definitely be a good switching against this, if Gliscor does not have some kind of flying-type move. Which is very possible. The most common flying-type move is Acrobatics, which you don't usually see on this set.
With a Toxic Word,
Yeah. Switching into Togekiss, Fairy does resist, as does Flying, but it's still dealt incredible
and the confusion
damage.
Goes off, so Togekiss can't reliably flinch hacks. Though,
that's an interesting
will
perk
deal
about it.
A ton of damage. Stab Togekiss. Super effective.
Nicolas Cage has a chance to come back here with the guaranteed confusion on Dynamic Punch.
Now, if we see an Ice Punch, that'd be amazing. Stone Edge.
Stone Edge. The next best thing.
Yeah, well, not really. Like, against the dragons in the Gliscor. No, not so much. But
It's still an effective thing.
Still an effective thing, still a ton of power. And there we go.
Right, Nicolas Cage has potential to sweep here. Scolpede's going to attempt to delay it and set up.
He can protect sub, right? Protect first turn.
Potentially, if it has protect and substitute. I know Lustrous did it last time, but might have switched something out in favor of having some kind of offensive move.
I'm not sure he would do that, and it would definitely serve in his favor if he has protect sub right now.
Absolutely.
He needs to get
problem
something.
with running protect sub is that you're taunt bait.
Yes. So.
And a Mega Horn coming from a Scolpede with boosted attack still hurts one a hell of a lot.
Yes, but even given Nicolas Cage's relatively odd stats and UU existence in general, I don't know.
It'll be
so do we
interesting.
just assume that he went the previous build, or do we assume, or at least guess, that he went Mega Horn build this time? There were some taunts the previous time that did shut him down a little bit.
Yep. I recall most of the games against Lustrous that had taunt basically ended very quickly just because there was nothing that could be done against it. We're still waiting on our contestants here.
Yep, they've spent a full minute staring at these. The protect, as we anticipated, Stone Edge.
In Stone Edge.
Is protected.
Not sure what took so long for them to figure out, though.
This is the point at which you wish you were a prankster. And speed boost, right? Double ability. You had the ability Wheelbarrow, which lets you carry 2 abilities into battle.
Does that include Wheelbarrow?
Yes. It's a fractal expansion of Wheelbarrows.
God damn it.
You have
Fractally expanding ability.
2 to the N, where N is a lot of Wheelbarrows. So you have like no guard, honed claws, huge power.
No. If you have Wheelbarrow, that gives you 2 abilities.
And you put Wheelbarrow in the ability.
Well, if Wheelbarrow counts as one, then you get one other ability. If you're going to fractal off, you put another Wheelbarrow there.
Yeah, exactly.
So then you have
and I'm saying
3 abilities.
Once
and then
you
you
put
add
in
another Wheelbarrow.
25 Wheelbarrows or whatever it would take, then that's when you put in...
You only get 1 ability, though, because each Wheelbarrow counts as an ability.
No, it's a tree. Each one gives you... It counts for itself, and it gives you +1 ability. So you have 1 Wheelbarrow, and you put 2 Wheelbarrows in there, so now you could have up to 4 abilities.
No, you can't put 2 Wheelbarrows on one, because Wheelbarrow counts as an ability.
No. The purpose of Wheelbarrow is to carry more abilities in it. Or other Wheelbarrows.
But you have to give it more than... Wheelbarrow has to give them 3 abilities then. And we're seeing a Baton Pass come off from Scolipede. The 1.5 speed boost is going to have anything run on par with the Machamp. Champ not being especially fast.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty much why it's consigned to where it is, rather than...
In previous matches, Zangoose would have been the switch-in, but there's not a whole lot that it could do. Ooh, even resisted by Psychic. Latias almost falls.
Yeah,
This is looking very bad.